Hello and welcome to my stream. My name is Vannin, and today we are back in Satisfactory again. So, in the last stream we were working on space elevator parts, which is the bit in the top right hand corner there. Well, if all things are equal, they should now be done. They should now be done. Now be done. Oh no, something. Here we go. So how many do we need? Like 300 and something. So 50, 100, 150, 200, 300, 350. I'll turn all them in. This is going to give us all sorts of new stuffs. Oh, it's this one I want. So if you remember, if you're watching, apologies for any kind of slight glitchiness or anything, as this is the experimental build. This is update 8, so that is entirely the wrong box. We want this one. So no, we don't. What the hell am I talking about? I want this box at all. We want to go up here. What we want this bad boy. So, all of them in. We need to seal that now. And then we send it. Fires. Off it goes. So we now have complete phase 3. So there is another phase. We need more bits and pieces. So we will be able to keep the structural thingy going. What else happened whilst oh yeah, I found a hard drive or two, so we'll get that going. And now we can come in here, because now we have 5 and 6. So we've got the extended power infrastructure that gives us the power towers. These are new things that have been added in. So we're going to select that. And I'm going to give it that and that. So steel is done. We do have some of those, don't we? No, we don't. But I do have... do you have this? We can go and stick that inside of here. So we'll be able to unlock the new power towers once I have run down the other end. But we don't need to run anymore because we have our fancy... yes, hypertube. So we need to go and get some of them frames, because we're making these frames. I don't think... are we storing them? Yeah, we must be storing them. Right? Storage? Yeah, there must be storage. I'm sure I'm storing them. So, we'll get these, unlock that. That means that we've got the extended power facility, because these things are new. These are brand shiny new. They haven't even had the wrapper taken off them yet. So, these things are... they basically look like the big, huge, four-legged power pylons. Is that the word I'm looking for? I think so. So massive, great big power pylons, and they they go further than what the power poles do. So the power poles got like something like 12 foundations, something like that. It is 12 foundations, I'm sure it is. Yeah, so 12 foundations, and then, you know, you have to place it down and you have to do other bits and pieces. Controls. Mouse sensitivity. It's like when I'm running, all of a sudden it's like, that's a bit better. Super. Oh, now it's awful. Maybe I'll control it with my mouse. Maybe, I don't know. They're going upstairs, aren't they? Don't crash. Then it goes downstairs again, doesn't it? Because it goes in here, that's why. Oh, let's have some of them. Some more of them. Why not? It's almost Christmas. No, want to go downstairs, don't want to be up here. So we'll come down here and then we'll go and put the thing in the thing, and then we can then have a look. Once we've cleared this one out, we can then have a look at 5 and 6. Well, we could have a look at 5 and 6 straight away. But I want to get it cleared off, and we can then have the pylons as well. So maybe with us going this way, you may have seen a little bit of work I did off air, which is I've started, and you can probably tell by the title, I've started to set up for the transport infrastructure. So that being, if I decide I want to use trucks, or 1000% for trains. So if we just look to our left here, you can start to see I've begun to lay out some concrete foundations to give myself an idea. Also, I am looking for so that'll be heading off, and we'll need to wait for that to come back before we can do anything else really up here. So let's go and have a little bit of a sneaky look at what I've done. So you can see I've begun laying out foundations, and apparently have we crashed? I almost died. Thanks, game. That wasn't annoying. Foundations. Let's get up here. Okay. So this is what we'd done in like the last stream. We'd placed stuff down here, and I'd placed this down with, you know, my idea of, you know, something that could be done. when it comes to setting up machines. Now I could have like maybe water coming in from the bottom and the iron ore coming in from the top, and try and make it like really clean or something. But who knows? We shall see. So here is the beginnings. So we started playing around with it earlier on, and then I kept on changing the material in that last episode, and I kept on crashing the game. Not fun, huh? So I did the same thing with the 14 walls high from where we were, and this seemed like a pretty good idea, pretty good location. It may even be this one might be better. I don't know really right now. We will see. But this will be the one that comes in, and then there's a straight run to going back out through there, and here will be it will basically kind of like, because it's going to be like this. So the railway is going to be basically wherever there's going to be a railway. There's going to be 3 foundations wide, and then on the seam, so on the join of the there we go, B light. So on the join will be the railway track here, railway track here. So on the left hand side there will be the train station, and then over there's going to be a train station. So imagine that there's no railway track that goes kind of like down there per se, because this will be the in railway track, which will go all the way down and up that ramp, and then to the left of it will be the train station, which will have a spur coming up to take it off. And then this side here is basically going to be, so say like it's here, sorry, it would be here, and then it's going to snake off round and go there. So as the train would come down that ramp, it would then go over in, unload or load or whatever, and then come back and come down this way. Now there may be more than one train station on that side. I've kind of left it so it's open, but what also may happen is you may have comes down, goes into a train station, it then goes on, but there's also like a way to go that way, maybe, because I plan on putting something on that coastline, so maybe it goes that way. Who knows? I don't know. Really don't know at this stage. Very much kind of just planning out what's going on. It may not even come out this far. It may like cut off earlier. I really don't know. One thing I'm almost certain of though is that all of this is going to be deleted, because, so you see, I want things to run through likes of this. So I want my trains to run through here, through the natural stuff, and if I can get it to run through like water and stuff, that'll just look absolutely epic when we go through. But at this stage, like when you come out of a building, so this imagine this is all going to be like a big building and stuff like that. Here Here's going to be kind of like very much like platform. I like the look of like the steel foundations because you can see through them and stuff. And you know, pillars and stuff and things like that. So just like bridges effectively, and then the train track is going to snake through here because I've been working on the way that you make curves and stuff, and having watched a few other YouTubers doing curves, I would love to state who they were, but I can't remember. That's why I'm not stating. So basically, depending on which way you want to turn, so I was doing it wrong. So I was on this right-hand side trying to turn right. I needed to be on the left-hand side. So go like that. And I hold down control. And apparently this is 10 degrees. And go like that. And then when you do that, it's begun its turn. So you've started to do the turn going that way. But there'll be more on that as we go. So yeah, so you'll get to see me placing stuff like that. And more importantly, making blueprints of it. So I'm going to have like left-hand turns, right-hand turns, and stuff like that for me to be able to do it. And then obviously I'm still going to need to be able to like hand do it, or going to have to be able to hand do it in order to be able to navigate all the way. Special ma'am. Right, what have we got? What have we got? They're all rubbish. Let's take the stator. Don't like it. Hard drive. One left. So let us head. See, I don't want to go too high. I was very, very tempted to go like higher and go like that height and incorporate. So like the belts come in off the top of here. But I don't like that idea from the point of view is I actually want to see like the... I would imagine like the building is... This is going to be potentially inside the building. But I really want the train to kind of like come past this kind of stuff. I think that'd be very, very cool. Starting to think I should have maybe restarted my PC, you know, before I started streaming. Anyway, there's random little markers around so that I know where things can start, because the magic number with trains is 3. So if the with train tracks, so if the train line is coming down and it's going to stop there, for instance, then it is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We come over to here. So if there's a train track stopping just there, and you then bring it to here. So if you've got a train station in here, for instance, and the end is right here, you then bring it over and it'll fit in and snap all nice and lovely. So trains will come up this way. And again, you'll see that, you know, I've got the magic sort of like 3. So if you're wanting to go that way, then it's literally going to be, here's your central point. 1, 2, 3. Put something here. And then it'll be 1, 2, 3. This will be where your train track stops. But I wanted to make it long enough that, because the train line is probably going to be like 3 or 4, something like that. I wanted to make it long enough that we didn't still have train kind of like around here as it's going to start going down. And also long enough because one of the other things, well, I'm waffling a little bit here, but you start train track here and then you're going to slope down. The train line, the train tracks look a bit weird when they're going over these humps. So you want to stop a little bit earlier, start this one here. So then you're only going to do a fairly small little run to those in between 2 fixed points. There's less likelihood of it going all weird, but I'll cover that when we start doing the train lines. But as you can see, I've gone all the way down there. I wanted to get things lined up so it goes through things, as I've made mistakes in the past where I haven't taken these precautions and then I'm causing myself real problems later on. I want to do some funky builds. I want to do some like curves and some other bits and pieces on builds, and that causes its own problems as it is. Last thing I want is, I don't want my buildings lining up because of something I could have done much easier in the beginning. So top tip that I would give people would be to, line things up and get things. There's going to be enough issues further down the line. Try and start the process of on the world grid, making sure that it's you're trying to control the heights as best as you can as well. So I just mentioned that I'm probably going to delete all of this down here. I'm just setting stuff out at a minute so I get an understanding of size. But yeah, I'm probably going to delete all of this out so that I can make sure, because down the bottom there I've got like a small foundation, and it'll mean that when I'm doing walls and stuff it just won't quite line up and look that good. So I will probably just delete all of this out and go off this slope effectively, and then get the height that I'm looking for and then build down for the bottom layer and stuff like that. Here you'll notice I've also lined up there, lined up going up to where our coal factory is, because I mentioned before there's a lot of bauxite up there, so I'm either going to need to bring the bauxite down to a factory, or I'm going to need access to a factory to bring the end products from there. And then I've built basically a big, long highway type thing heading down. And I'm not too sure on the design yet, but I'm actually thinking that I want to incorporate like a main highway type thing. And I'm tempted to do it going through the going through here. I'm tempted. I'm not sure I'll do it. Right now we've kind of got going from here to here. So we've got a big highway thing kind of like going down there. And the reason why I'm saying the words highway is I want to include a road. So at the moment I'm kind of like just setting it all up for us to do railway, but I want to include a road. So this is 3 wide. And then I want to include something, I'm thinking maybe 5 wide. So like a central reservation, and then the roadway being 2 foundations. I think that's what I want to do. And I'm guessing I'm thinking of that being below. And then maybe underneath where the train is to be like a So underneath the train to maybe have facilities to maybe carry fluids or something like that. So that's what this is gonna be about. But in order to do all of this, I'm going to need to go and unlock some stuff, which is probably going to mean I'm going to need to build some more factories. As we not only will we unlock different things to like utilize and different things to build and stuff, we're going to unlock new things to stick into or for a factory to do. Alright, get up here. Lighting is very, very weird. Not gonna lie. I'm very much looking forward to when the guys from Coffee Stain come back off their holidays, because they said in their video that most of them, if not all of them, are all gone on holiday. Because that's a thing in Sweden, apparently. Everybody goes on holiday at the same time. Pretty much, sort of. Okay, so industrial manufacturing. So we will get the trucks, we can make computers, modular engines and adaptive controls, which are these things up here. That's what these ones are. And we need the computers for a few different bits and pieces. Alternative fluid transport. So we get the big industrial fluid buffer. Make packaged fuel, get the packages and all that kind of stuff. Gas masks, we need to make that. But first and foremost is the oil processing. So we get the oil extractor, the refinery, valves, really important, stops things from flowing backwards. Plastic, rubber. Oh, the MAM's complete. Circuit boards, so we can get circuit boards being made, as we've got a load of those already. We can start making those real fast. Petroleum coke, which is another way of it's used for aluminium refinement, but it's also a less efficient coal replacement. So it kind of burns longer or quicker. I don't know, one of the two. And then we can make fuel. So let's select that. And we have the motors. Right. I knew I should have picked up more pipes before. Had this thing. Whoa. Definitely limestone, right? Oh, that's funny. They did say some weird things in experimental. I mean, that's pretty weird. Oh, let's get up here. Get some of this. Right. Now we need to go definitely limestone, but it shows it as it's copper. Ah, it's very weird, that. Need to check that. Well, we're going to get some pipage. So we need to complete this stage, and then I believe the next stage. And the other thing I need to start making as well is motors, because we are going to need those. But what I want to unlock is the refineries, so that I can have a look in the refinery and see what the iron alloy recipe requires. Because then if we can get that all up and running, then we can get all of this iron stuff all being done back over there with all of those resources, which will allow me to like move forward, because then I know that all of my iron bits and pieces are being made. Doesn't like jumping for some reason. Apparently there are one or two little issues with the old experimental. But as I've said in the past, I do think that Coffee Stain are quite possibly one of the best dev teams out there when it comes to communication. They're so open and honest about everything. Like, I've seen, you know, quite a few things where they're just hands up. Yeah, it's not great. And because of that, the open and honest approach, they brought out update 8 as part of the experimental. They're really open and honest, warning people, hey, do this at your own risk. People have done it. Some people have said, no, I'm not going to record, or I'm not going to, do anything. I've had a look. It needs to be better than what it is right now. And my point of view is what's the worst that can happen? So yeah, doesn't look overly great right now, but they'll fix it. You gonna catch up? No, you're gonna wait until I go into this, aren't you? Not clear off whatever. There we go.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery.
So we now have the...
This is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during base activities.
Have I froze again? There we go. So logistics, we've now got the valve, stuff like that. Still got this. And I'm going to get rid of that because I do want one. But production, refinery. I need motors, don't I? I need to be making motors. I really do. What is a motor? It's a stator and a rotor, isn't it? So, steel pipes, and I could make steel rotors and stators all at the steel factory, which would then allow me to make myself some motors. Um, don't need that. Don't need that. Back over here it is. And I think I'll still continue to make stators, rotors over there, as well as motors, until such time as I've got a like another location for it. But given the fact that I have a copper node over there, or over here, and I'm making pipes, may as well, right? But I think what'll end up happening is we'll end up having to make the motors, because we're going to need quite a lot of refineries, I fear, or I feel. So I think we need to prepare get rid of that. Are we not making any more pipes? Have I just been making thing? Have as well, haven't I? All right. We need to make some pipage. Oh, I already have a load of stators. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's change the perspective and the thing from the doohickey. Right. Crafting bench. Give on to me. You can live there. Or you can live there, and 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 I got loads of space. Handcrafting! Nobody wants to see, beside the point. Need to do this so that I can get enough bits and pieces together to be able to make myself some things. refineries. And I will also need to get this set up properly so that I can need to make stators. I can easily make rotors here. But what I first of all will need to probably do is I'll need to delete a lot of stuff out of here. Because if I'm going to delete stuff out of here, I may as well upgrade everything. I may as well upgrade all of the miners to Mark II miners. There's all sorts of stuff that needs to be occurring. The other thing that I could do I want motors. You're going to go in there. You're going to give me all that back, and you're going to take all of that. And then, not power, logistics. And then I am finally going to engage my brain. And then that's going to do it all for me, because that's big brain moves. What is this that's making over here? Oh yeah, versatile shenanigans. I did not want all of that. Right. You can... know what you're going to do, so yeah. Right. So what do I actually want first? So I need encased industrial beamage. That's downstairs, isn't it? It's down here. Because if I remember correctly, the upgrade... No, that takes steel. Takes steel. Okay. Production. That takes pipes. 2 of those. Ah, that's where those ones are. Okay, cool. And I need copper sheets. So realistically, I'm going to need to do... realistically, I'm going to need to redo the steel factory. Yeah. And incorporate into the steel factory the ability to the ability to do the motors. Coming out of those things does make it very jittery, doesn't it? Fluid transport, no. No. So that'll be the easiest one for us to do. So we'll just leave that there. This went off before. So why would we want to make making motors harder? Steamed copper sheet. Don't know what we're going to need copper sheet for, but you know. What did I do with all those copper sheets before? Oh, I chucked them on the floor, didn't I? So I don't have any at all. So I binned them. Or put them in a box somewhere. Seems about right for me. Refinery. Okay. So we have alternate pure iron ingot and we have steamed stuff, fuel, residual fuel, blah blah blah. So we don't actually have any alternate recipes for any of this stuff yet. Okay, that's fine. So, what do we need? We need 35 in and 20 water. Okay. So, 240 divided by 35. So, 240 divided by 35. So we basically need 7. 7 times 4 equals 28. So we need 28 of them. So I need 280 motors. Wow. Steel pipe won't be that much of an issue. I can turn those 4 that are there back to making steel pipe. They're currently making. What are they making? Steel beams. So we can turn them back to making them. So you got no more hard drives. Okay. Let's put them in there. Put them in there as well. So we have 22 of them. We are going to need to. So if we've got 4, And then 4 down at the other end. So we're going to need 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, we can do it. We can do it. Five, 6, 7, 8. Right. Let's go and get this party started. What's your leg? What's your leg? Smash. Broken femur. Two times steel production. Oh, double my steel production. Ah. Oh, see, past me knew exactly what future me needed. And present me now is only just realising. The gas mask. Hey, Chaos. Cheers, buddy. Hey, Chris. Easiest way is if I just make a hole. Damn you, autosave. I don't know why I keep doing that. Because I'm an idiot. Right, so Mark II. Upgrade. Upgrade. Those hypertubes are so awesome, aren't they? Just because you like them so much, I am going to try and include them in more stuff. That can go in the bin. Here I'm just upgrading the belts from Mark 2 to Mark 3. As Mark 3 will carry 270. And we're going to be putting through 240. I went to all that big effort of picking up the boxes, and I'm already seeing that the boxes are being deposited on the belts. It doesn't actually make any difference. It won't stop production in any shape or form. Run out of steel? No. Fortunately, that's one thing that we have in abundance right now is steel beams. This one I overclocked, didn't I? What's in it doing now? Now it's up to 240. But I will need to I am still one short, I think. There's still 2 more things to upgrade, I think. 2 more miners, and I need to upgrade all of these belts. And then I can double up all of my production. See, boxes galore. Fortunately, I'll be able to jump up on top and go along and pick them up. I'll just have to make sure I don't have a particularly full inventory. Yeah. Production, equipment workshop. Right. So let's go and fill up on steel. Should I say steel beams? Don't need that anymore. So I literally can just go bang. Logistics. So I'll need to pick up all of the boxes on the inside as well, which will end up giving us a huge amount of reinforced iron plates that we don't need. Technically, could just nip onto Satisfactory Calculator, which is a website if you are not familiar. It's a website which allows, it's basically an editor for Satisfactory. But I'd be able to see all of the boxes and stuff like that. You can move things, you can do all sorts of weird and funky things with the calculator. I'm not very good at it. I'm not even gonna lie. I do know somebody who's tried to move a building, and it took him ages. Because you basically got to do like the location of it and the up and down and all sorts of other bits and pieces. Coffee stain, come back from holiday, all is forgiven. Fell in the hole. This game feels like at the moment with the in the experimental and stuff like that, it feels like everything is like super laggy, but it doesn't change from like 30 frames per second. What does it look like on your end, by the way? Right. They should all be updated. Same as out here. So then it's just going to be inside. Unfortunately, soon enough, I'm going to be able to get rid of all of this nastiness. So, awesome. Glad to hear it looks okay for you guys. I'm going to need another box, aren't I? Well, that all fitted in one. That's rather handy. Stop pressing Q, you moron. Right, bin. Bin. I don't have... Oh, we'll have enough. Well, I'll have enough for this one here. Only because I plan on deleting this down here. still wondering whether all these need to be shifted in a bit. But I really want to do that. So then I want to be like that. Oh, how frustrating. Why are they both up like that? It's probably because of these. But it didn't happen on that one. Needs to go slightly under, doesn't it? Have I just put those last four on the wrong way around? I think I did. Right. So okay. So they look like they are almost done. So we'll be able to get rid of this. Because anything steel, really, don't want being made here. Ideally. What's this doing? That. Well, that's going to stop. Again, pressing Q constantly. I'm now annoying myself. Right. So, these are going to go to another level. Well, all these will still be producing, won't they? So how about I turn them off? By doing that. Nothing else comes off this, does it? How are you still powered? How do you still have power? Because of that one, isn't it? Desist from being connected, I say. Like that one and that one is supposed to be connected. Get rid of those. Right, these are all still connected and technically have stuff in them. So shouldn't they still produce? That one is. Well, I don't care. Rid of that, and get rid of that. Don't need any screws. Get rid of them. I forgot about this feature. So, you can see down the bottom where there, above my hotbar, you've got some other options there, and you press J, and whatever it is that you already have selected, it will only select those. So, as you can see here, I'm not selecting the foundation, which means dismantling becomes so much easier. And we'll do that. And get rid of that. So, I think I am going to dismantle all of these as well. As I have 4 lines coming in, and I think one of the reasons why I got mistaken earlier on is I don't have enough belts to do just 2. So I'm going to have to split that down into 4. think. So 45. How many times does 45 go into 240? 240 divided by 45, 5.3 times. Dreaded autosave. Only missing the one. You should be able to set a filter on your inventory and it'll just dump whatever you don't want. And there's one more box. Holy crud. Bounce, 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 bounce. Okay. So, production, foundry, one, two, place the first one in the wrong place, or the wrong way around. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That hangs over because that's on the edge. So if I then flip that one round, move that one to there, like that, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hmm. How else can I do this? Suppose I could have it on the half, couldn't I? Customize materials. Didn't really need to change all of them, did I? That was a bit silly of me. Architecture, ladder. Ladder to get out of the fact I'm a moron. Two, three, four, five, six. There's going to be enough room for me to place that. That. Would it be better? Slid it across? Probably would. It probably would. So if I did it like that. Two. 4, 5, 6. Now, before I go any further, as I've got a nasty habit of just going, that looks really good up here, and then I go downstairs and I'm like, oh, how the hell do I do this? I am going to go downstairs now. over here. This will be fine. And then the plan, if it is going to work, will be to do that down like that. And then if I get rid of that, like this. We then to like that. So basically, these are now sat underneath their own individual machine, and that's the out. The ins. Is that always on then? If you didn't notice there, I just ended up flying. That's that new advanced game thing. Oh, I can turn it off. Oh, there we go. Yeah, turn that off. Don't need to be going around flying and stuff. One of the only parts of Satisfactory I really don't enjoy, and that's the deleting everything. I know they've just added in that new thing, but deleting stuff, whether it's you've made a mistake or if you're upgrading or something like that, it gets a bit tedious. So all the coal is coming down here and coming in through here. So can I then successfully get it all down to here? Or would it be better if I just brought it through here in the first place? I suppose it wouldn't really matter if I had two going that way and two coming this way at all, really, would it? Realistically, I should have had these all linked up to a awesome sync. Okay. So that's pretty much where we need to start from. I need to start putting in the floor holes along here and also along there for the inn. And so here is one. And then we will get a coal coming down as well. So let's get back upstairs and start whacking in them floor holes for the inns, because I want to get production going before I turn this stream off. So we are currently almost 2 hours. We got an hour to get us back making pipes and other shenanigans. Ideally would like this thing up and running before we turn this off. Why is that one? That's because all of these are a little bit too far forwards. It's easier if I correct those two. Why? Why? Over just a fraction more. Do I really need that? Probably not. Okay. Enough sightseeing. Right, so that is that one. Because what we can do here, for instance, oh, I won't quite be perfectly lined up because I made a mistake in this one. And I've run out of rotors. Damn you! Yeah, this could work. And then if I was to go like that. Yes. Okay, I need rotors. That one, production, crafting bench. How does one make a rotor? Screws and things, and I just dumped a load of screws, didn't I? That was a bit silly of me. Did I save any screws? I didn't. Are there any are there any rotors upstairs? I bet you we've got a more. Curse you! Now I have to go all the way back to the other place. I'm going to stand there and craft a bunch of rotors when I know I'm making rotors back at the other location. So right. Dump that. Wow, got an awful lot of plates, haven't I? Don't worry, we haven't paused. Well, the game has paused, but experimental, we love you. Thanks. And thanks. One thing I have noticed that ever since I did the whole experimental thing, like I seem to have gained the ability, like all of the stuff is reset. Like we're about to come up on these things here, all them. Like I blew them up, and then I went to the transferred over to the experimental build, and it was just like, yeah, we're back. But that does mean that the power slugs are back as well. So I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. I don't want to be here, do I? No. I'll be on the next one up. This one. Oh, you paused again, didn't you? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two. No. This track is very 80s. I'm a fan. Yeah. That's an awful lot of lights. Right. Okay. Okay, so they are now all hooked up. We'll need to do better wiring than that. It's pretty awful. At least we have got some more room to kind of like expand and stuff like that. I really would like the recipe, the alternate recipe, which is kind of like pure steel, where you actually have to... Oh, that's what... I made a bunch of these earlier. Bunch of these. I'd already done it. Never mind. So yeah, where you have steel ingot, which is 45 iron ore and 45 coal, it takes the coal, but it also takes the iron ingots, not the iron ore. Um, which, you know, would be nice. Okay. Okay. Are we going to do it? That one does not live there. Lines confuse the living daylights out of me. Need to replace these. Just remembered. Actually, no, it's not these I need to replace. It is the actual lift itself that I need to replace. Now, if my brain works sometimes, it'd be dangerous. It's an awful lot of frames I'm holding there. Technically, they don't need to be that high, those belts connecting, but sod it. Um, if you're wondering why I'm changing this, it is because this one has lines on it. 1, 2. Ah. Oh no, 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 no. Ha 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 ha. He says. And then if I pull one of those, and then it connects to there, and now we are cooking with flames. So 6. So that is why. And that one is the same. Right, how much does one of these doohickeys produce? 45. So 45 times 6 is 270. We have a 270 bell. Sounds like a plan is coming together. I'm going to use 270 belt all the way along. Just because. Oh, you would, wouldn't you? You would be like that. That is a Mark III belt, and that does not need to be a Mark III belt. That needs to be a Mark I belt. They are Mark I belts. That's alright then. Delete that and delete that. So these two that are supposed to come in here, I'm going to have to think of something else to do with those. Really am. Yep, they can work. And then that line can then... So I might bring these lines from this end. That might be a good idea. And then... I do... this... So this is kind of what happens when you play on a server. Once you start having like a lot of stuff. So if you decide to like get a server amongst you and your buddies and start playing this game, you'll get the same sort of thing happening as what I'm getting happening here. So you'll like go and try and place a bunch of stuff, and then you'll notice, like, I mean, that one hadn't quite registered, but they'll almost register completely, and then like all of these will still be like as a hologram, and then you'll have to like pause and wait, and it catches up. That's what it's feeling like right now. It's not. I don't think that's what the problem is. Not that I am any expert by any imagination, by the way. But it feels very, very similar to it. Obviously, you know, they will fix it, and apparently the multiplayer is going to get some love and attention as well, because it is really fun playing this game with your buddies, because it's one of those ones you can kind of like dip in and out of, and I mean, don't be mean and leave everybody to do everything. Or leave one person to do everything, sorry, I should say. Just realised I left my mouse on Diablo 4 settings. Which is why it is not, why it's not working. It used to be on default. Now, what would probably make all of this considerably quicker would be if I'd have blueprinted it. But to be brutally honest, I only just really thought about that. Hmm. Pointing the wrong way. That's not right. Right, where is that pretty glass box? To that side, to that side. effectively don't need to go as complicated as that first one. Just do that again, can't I? Because I'll have more than enough room here. Effectively. So these are two either coal or steel inputs here. Let's delete these out, get them hooked up. Not them ones. These ones. Come on. I think I put the wrong ones on. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like time is on our favour, or I don't build fast enough. One of the two. So I will get the remainder of down here done at some point during the week, probably tomorrow. And then the next time you join me, which do I want to do Diablo tomorrow? Or do I want to do... I'm going to do Diablo 4 tomorrow because I'm really enjoying playing that game. I have played a bit more of it, which is just, you know, very smashy. I'm a werewolf at the end of the day. I do smashy. But I have learnt a lot more, so I'll probably stream on my own tomorrow, rather than asking Blazer or Orican to see if they want to join. And I'll probably do a bit more talking and explain what I've learnt, which, you know, we can probably write on the back of a postage stamp, but still. I will endeavour to share what I have learnt, which may or may not be a lot. But, yeah. As you can kind of see where I'm going with this, so I've expanded out, and I'm now going to be utilising the last of the steel jobs, steel refineries here. I'll underclock this, and I will show you. I'm trying to work out the maths right now. Will be hell on earth. That doesn't seem to be filling, so I probably need to work out what is going on. Probably just because it doesn't have any power, and although it should still go in. Going up. There. So you can stick it in like that. I'll figure it out. I'm not sure what's going on. I could just be tired. So, yeah, I'll get these last bits and pieces finished off, and get this all hooked up. But you can see what I'm doing. The outputs are going to go into there, which then those outputs will go up there. And then once they've gone up there, I will then be able to sort out where they're going on this floor, because this is another sorty outy floor, and then it'll come in up here. We now have, so 1, 2, so we've got like 300 and something. So in the next episode, I'll be able to I say episode, next stream, I'll be able to, I'll need this up and running, so I'll place the constructors, but I'll show you what I've done. And then we can make a start on the iron factory over there with the refineries. That's probably going to take a while. I'll probably see if I can have a little bit of a play around with the blueprint maker. I have enough. Let's place it down over here. So blueprint maker is here. You can see it's got its own grid, so you can make sure everything is lined up. But production, yeah, I don't have enough materials to do it. So effectively what I could do is kind of like go foundation, or better still, like that, foundation, and then have like having like water pipes running across, going up. So basically this would function, the refineries function in the same sort of way as the coal does. So the coal has two going into it, water and a solid. Again, the refinery will be a water and a solid. So I'm going to have a little bit of a play around with coming up with something in here for the refinery. So maybe have it so I'm like placing 2 or 3 refineries down in one go. As it shows there, I need 28 refineries for that iron factory, and the amount of iron and iron ingots that we should then be producing should then produce everything that we are looking to do in order for our iron needs moving forwards. This we can then have up and running, doing everything it needs to do. We can be making motors over here because I'll overdo the amount of pipes. So we'll be making steel beams, steel pipes, coated concrete, or not coated concrete, but concrete beams or concrete pipes, whichever one we choose to do. And then utilizing some of those pipes along with that copper ore there. So I'll bring that copper into here, get it smelting because I've got more space downstairs, you know, so I can get the copper going into there, coming in there, smelting. It can then come up through, we can extend this here. So we can have the copper coming up through here, have left some space. That one there probably needs to be a bit closer. And then I could bring the copper up through that one there. That would then mean then that we can bring that up. Blueprinting is really, really, really helpful. I thought I had a blueprint to actually show you guys, but it looks like coming into experimental or they're just not there. I'll need to go and have a look, but I'll create blueprints and I'll show you how to do it. Basically you need to have the bits and pieces in there to be able to, you need to be able to have the bits and pieces in your inventory. It creates it into a blueprint and then it dumps the bits and pieces back in there, so you don't actually lose anything by making blueprints. And then you can save it. And it just means that making stuff is so much easier. Doing things like the railway, which, as you keep mentioning, Chris, this map is huge. So we've gone from like here. So we have, this is where basically I took all my measurements from, and I'll take you over there at some point and show you. So we now have a 3 wide foundation running all the way up to here. Then it runs all the way down there, and it's going to end up running through there, and that indicates trains. I'll also, pretty sure. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 wide, and I'm thinking of doing a roadway as 5 wide. So all I need to do is just do 3 of them and then an extra 1, which should be dead easy. And they sit on your hotbar like anything else. So any other type of thing, like one of these, the blueprint sits on the hotbar, and you just press it. As long as you got the stuff in your inventory, boom, it goes up and goes on. So I will familiarize myself again with this because some of the bits and pieces I can't remember. So I'll work that out. I'll create some blueprints. I'll show you the blueprints. we'll get using it. I'll make a blueprint as well with you guys. I'm sure you guys probably don't need to see me placing anything up here. Probably not. As again, it is just placing machines. The thing is, I want to have some of this stuff up in, or do I need to? Production. I'll need the steel pipes. So I'll need to get some pipes up and running. So maybe what I'll do is I'll leave the beams. So I'll get all the pipe stuff done, leave the beams, and maybe I'll make a blueprint live with these guys for the steel beams and place that down. Maybe. Sounds like it could be a plan. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't liked, then chuck us a like, because it's free. To be fair. And if you not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button, because then it tells you when I'm going live, and then you can come along and watch. If there's anything that you want to say, stick it in a comment. More than happy to have comments and stuff like that. So if there's anything that you're unsure of or want to see, want me to go over again, anything like that, then yeah, give us a shout. But until next time, take care, look after yourselves.